As you were answering that question, I was thinking I've been here about 6 years. So if I were to go back to my very first day with agency VA, I'd have similar answers, but I'd probably just tell myself to invest all the money I had into Bitcoin and then retire. So, no, I'm just kidding.
Hi, good morning.
Magandang umaga din sa'yo.
Magandang umaga.
How long have you been working with agency VA, and tell me a little bit about the client you're working with?
I started working with Agency V in October of 2018. And yeah, what made me stay all these years is I think is the genuine connection and teamwork I built with both of my teammates and clients. And it's rare to find a work environment where you feel supported, appreciated, and understood as well. And that's something I truly value here.
What skills or habits do you feel like have helped you stay successful in your role that you're in today?
I think being a team player and staying resilient have been my biggest strength. And I've learned how to adapt quickly to changes and handle challenges calmly and always find solutions instead of focusing on problems. So yeah, I think I also make sure to stay organized and maintain open communications, which helps me perform consistently and think build trust with my team.
What are some things that you do to build trust with your team?
In order for me to build a trust with my teammates, um, I see to it that there is an open communication as well. And I am always open to um, having some suggestions on how we could make our work more efficient and effective to our clients. And then that's something that build my trust with my teammates.
What's your favorite benefit or perk that really makes a difference in your day-to-day life working with agency VA?
Well, I love this question. Well, definitely working from home, I think is the best perk for me since it gives me the flexibility to manage my time better and stay close to my family and create a healthier work-life balance. And I think it's something that allows me to stay productive as well, while also taking care of my personal well-being.
That's cool. I know a lot of our new hires come into the offices and do all the trainings and get situated, build trust with their clients. And then there's a lot of you that would do either work hybrid or work from home full time, which is it's kind of cool. I'm usually hybrid. I'm in the office today, but oftentimes I work from home half the day. So can you share a moment when you realized that agency VA truly values its people?
Yeah, one moment that stood out to me was when the company introduced a retirement plan. It shows that agency VA looks out for its people, not just for the short term, but for their future and long term stability as well. So I think that kind of care and foresight makes me proud to be part of this company.
It's something that I've learned is it's super common in the US to have retirement plans and stuff built out, but as we interviewed a lot of the VAs and even looked at what some of the other VA companies and call centers are doing out there, not many of them have the VAs on as employees receiving benefits and also having the ability to have that retirement plan. So it's cool to kind of see it it get put into place, and then also just the education that happens as well of like how do we break ourselves out of the 9 to 5 or the night shift? Like how do we prepare for our kids to have a better life? And retirement plan discipline and financial education and things like that is something that it's really important for us all to study. So I'm glad that you recognized that and pointed it out because that's something that I know.
Truly blessed. We're truly blessed to have one.
If someone were to ask you why agency VA has VAs that have been around long term, what would you tell them?
Well, I'd say it's because agency VA truly cares for its employees, not just as workers, but as individuals. I think they provide opportunities for growth and maintain a positive culture. And Just make sure everyone feels valued and supported. I think that kind of genuine care is what keeps people staying for years here at Agency B.
So we always look to reflect and learn from our past mistakes and how can we improve ourselves. If you were to look back to your very first day with Agency VA, what is some advice that you'd give your past self?
Well, I'll tell myself to trust the process and believe in my abilities more, I guess. Because the journey might feel uncertain at first. Yeah. But everything will fall into place and patience. With I think consistency and patience. I think every challenge you face here will eventually lead to growth and confidence.
Hard work, consistency, it all takes time, but if you get 1% better every day, it's exponential, right?
Exactly.
I was As you were answering that question, I was thinking I've been here about 6 years. So if I were to go back to my very first day with Agency VA, I'd have similar answers, but I'd probably just tell myself to invest all the money I had into Bitcoin and then retire. So I'm just kidding.
I could only imagine.
From a personal standpoint, I know I've been here 6 years. I've interviewed a lot of VAs. I've talked to a lot of agencies, and it's these moments right here are special for me because I get to really hear from your mouth like what actually has made a difference. What do we need to keep improving? What should I be telling agency owners for some of the future hires for VAs that are out there that maybe aren't working with us yet today? But there's skills that each of them can be working on to prepare themselves to find themselves in a similar spot to you where they're building a retirement plan and working with a company that cares about them. So we appreciate you jumping on today.
So I appreciate your time, Graydon.
So thank you, Chester.